Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's JJ from Micro E Futures with our weekend update. So, another interesting week in the US capital markets. Never a dull moment in this business. So, let's get right to it. Um, what I've got going here is you know that I do these balance zones, and they've been working nicely for years now. And it's just based on the business, the chart is basically a chart that tells you where your inventory is acquired and distributed, right? The chart is just to track the distribution of inventory because it's a market. So this particular zone, the low is 55.84, the top is 58.25 and a quarter. The middle is 57.04 and a half. So those are the levels that I'm looking at now. On Thursday, we came up over 55.84, then we looked below it and we failed. We failed quite spectacularly, actually. That is on a longer time frame, large size trader scenario. That is actually a picture perfect look below and fail because the low is 55.82 and three quarters. Our level is 84. It's spent literally not even minutes underneath that level, right back up. The overnight of the next trading session is nowhere near the low of Thursday. And so what happens is when a market comes up into a zone and then looks below it and then fails to get lower, all that's telling you, the simple reality is that nobody needs to sell under 84 because markets sell down because sellers have to compete with each other to capture the buying. It's business. So if that doesn't happen, the market will rotate up looking to get product at higher prices, which is what we did. The gap from when we fell back in July, sorry, that gap low is 56.73. And if we continue higher next week into the end of the month, right? If we get above 56.73, be careful if you're short. You should already, if you were trying to short this thing on the way up and you added to your short here, probably not a good idea because we are going to rotate higher. There's not a lot of supply above us. Okay. Um, Next week is month end, and if we see it get over 56.73, uh, you're likely to try and fill the gap, and gaps fill when we need supply. If a gap is overhead, there's supply, market goes down, and the market will come back up and fill that gap if it needs supply. If supply is run out down here for people to buy, they'll come grab it up here. We've seen it over and over. Okay. Yep, 57.04 will be our target. 57.04 half, I'm sorry, right? So Thursday's flush did a couple of things. It cleaned out trapped longs, people who were long in this 3 day swing period, trapped, right? Flushed them into a B profile, look below and fail of 84, classic long for larger traders. So it took out the weak-handed traders here, flushed them into wholesale bids, allowed some short sellers to come in and cover, right? But also it did another thing, right? Anytime a market breaks, drops, it flushes out longs, but it also traps new shorts. And I would say that the new short position is trapped under 5,600. Not that difficult to figure out when you look at a chart. Let's go take a look at what we're looking at underneath us. So if 55.84 does break, hey, maybe I'm long biased here because of this look below and fail of my level. So if that level breaks going through this week, look for 55.70, then 55.50. And then we've got that gap down here that still hasn't filled. We also have a gap down here under 5,400. So the market has a distinct lack of supply going into this month end, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Govern yourselves accordingly, as the penguin would say. Okay. Let's look at what are we going to do on Sunday night, right? So what are we going to do on Sunday night, right? We have a higher close, right? Got people trapped short again. Volume point of control is up here. So Sunday night, Simple, right? If you're looking to trade the opening range, 56.48, your first lower stop, right? That's what you're going to be looking at there, right? The next lower stop after that is going to be 56.37, which is right here. So first lower stop 48, then 56.37. And so remember that if, we open, we break that, then the supply is above us, we could get some liquidation because there's not as much buying competition on a Sunday night at 6 o'clock. The overlapping value means we had good distribution. So if this thing really sells off, look for the value area high of Thursday, because that's probably where the selling will stop. The time cost basis is here as well. Okay. So those are your levels to the downside. If we open, your upper stops are 56.54 half, 56.55, 58, 60. We've got a level here at 61 3/4. And of course, Friday's high just above that. And I've got 64.5 as another level that I'm watching. And then, of course, the high of last week. If we take that, there'll be some stops here. And if we get up here, I'm not saying, but if we do get up here and we accept above that, then once again, you're looking into that gap low, right? Once we get into the gap, there it is, 56.73. That's the bottom of the gap. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Trade safe, and we'll see you this week. We are starting a new one-on-one mentoring and coaching program, and our program is different than anyone else offers because you pay once, you only pay one fee, and then you actually get mentoring for life. So as long as I'm alive and kicking, and my health is getting better, you will always have one-on-one access to me and take every class that I take, and put on, if I'm doing a class on equities, anything, once you're with me for life. So you get the support, we just don't sell you a course and then boom, afterwards you're done. So come by, check out the Micro E Futures room. We've got a 7-day trial. See if you like what you hear, and I'd be happy to discuss mentoring with any one of you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Remember that this is a business, and I feel that it's my duty to help you folks understand the business so you can make a decent living at it because you spend so much time. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm JJ. Bye for now.